Hello everyone. This video will introduce to CADmeister function called CheckInterferenceContactGap. This command is used to measure the distance between different entities. Interference areas are displayed in white, while gaps are shown in yellow. In mold assemblies, gaps are intentionally designed to maintain structural strength and prevent interference between components. They also allow smooth movement of mechanisms and account for machining tolerance and thermal expansion, helping ensure stable and reliable mold operation over time. For example, a minimum thickness of about 3 to 5 millimeters is recommended between the cooling pipe and bolts to prevent leakage, maintain structural strength, and ensure safe machining. Let me show you how it works. First, go to the Easy Measure tab and select CheckInterferenceContactGap. In this command, you can select the analysis type between two groups or all shapes. When two groups is selected, the base surface and reference surface must be specified. When choosing all shapes, the distance relationship between every selected surface will be analyzed automatically. The check over option can be set to composite surface, object, or object and lower. Additionally, CSV file list can also be chosen. You can also exclude unwanted layers or objects from the analysis. For the analysis item, you can choose to detect interference, gap, or contact. Finally, the tolerance can be adjusted depending on whether you want to prioritize accuracy or calculation speed. First, let's try using two groups as the analysis type. I select the cooling pipe as the base surface, and then select the 3 bolts as the reference surfaces. This time, I enable the Only Interference option, then execute the command. Since there is no interference between the selected entities, the program displays Inspection Detects No Place at the bottom left corner. Now let's try again using all shapes. I drag to select all entities and set the analysis type to Interference Contact Gap. For the gap distance, I'll leave the default value as it is. The program will only detect the gap that appears to be less than the entered value. The detected interference and gaps are displayed in a table. This table mainly lists status of each item as interference, contact, or gap, and the value of interfere or gap in detected. I'll switch to wireframe display for better visibility. Here you can see that the cooling pipe is interfering with the bolts, indicated by the white area. On the opposite side, the gap is shown in yellow. Using the Select Shape option, the related entity is highlighted in the model. For individual portion view, you can use Display Detail Port to open the result in a pop-up window, where you can freely rotate the part. Now let's recalculate. First, I change the position of the interfering pipe using Move and Copy. Then by selecting a row and clicking Recalculation, the program updates the results. As you can see, the previous interference has now changed into a gap, as now the recalculated value has met the requirement for gap between cooling pipe and bolts. The remaining tabs on the right side are used to export the results as a CSV file, image, or folder. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel.